is almost home. It's official to the extent that he has signed off with the lawyers and all that. Now all it needs is league approval, and John Spano will be the official owner of the New York Islanders. Yesterday, Spano met the press for the first time here at the Nassau Coliseum.
It became clear to us that to ensure our success and achieve those goals, we needed to change the majority owner of this franchise and to find a majority owner who would be totally committed in time and resources to achieving those goals. I am pleased to announce that we have found that individual, and his name is John Spano. He knows his hockey, he's dedicated, he's young, he's bright, he's creative, he's financially strong, and most importantly, he has an unrelenting desire to win.
Yes, we will get a new building. Mr. Galata is here, and I hope that that's a good signal and sign of things to come, and I appreciate you being here, Tom. Yes, Mike Milbury is the man that will run hockey. I have every confidence in the world in Mike, and I'm very, very grateful that he's here. He's very easy to work with. He's been a great sounding board, and he's as knowledgeable as anybody, I think, in the league about hockey. And yes, I'll be back in New York quite often. Not quite often, very often. This is a very, very important investment for me, but it's a passion, it's a love, so I tend to be here as much as humanly possible.
There is much to be thankful for very clearly this Thanksgiving season with the penning of this agreement. And I'm very, very pleased that John has agreed to keep the Islanders in Nassau County and at the Nassau County Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and that he has agreed as well to devote a good deal of attention and resources to the team both on and off the ice.
Eddie Westfall joins us right now. You were here in your ambassador role yesterday. What'd you think?
Immediately, you had to know that that John Spano has a passion, and his passion is hockey. His passion, of course, is business too, because he's in his young years been very successful. But he's determined, and you can see that he's also an emotional person. It was very difficult for him. He said many times that he's a private person. Being in front of the press, being in front of the cameras and the microphones is not his piece. He doesn't particularly care for it. He had to do it. He did an admirable job, but you could tell he was uncomfortable, and he's a very decent guy, and I think that that's really the fact that he is going to make it happen no matter what, and he seems so determined.
And he's already started to make things happen. For example, if you picked up today's newspapers, you saw a full-page ad that John basically took out to speak to the fans and to let them know that he was serious about getting this thing straightened out in a hurry. Spano yesterday said that he's very, very aware of the passion of the fans of the Islanders.
That was the biggest surprise. The letters I've gotten, the advice, the cards, the advice. I mean, I can't begin to tell you. It shocked me. They're not only educated, they're so passionate about it. It caught me off guard a bit and concerned me, but they've been wonderful. And to those people, I promise you, we will do what it takes to get back to where this team once was. I mean, you got these great young guys up here that are going to be the heart and soul of this team for the next 10 years. I promise you that that's what we will do. And thank you for welcoming me back to Long Island and back to New York. I may live in Texas, but this is where I'm born and raised.
Well, Stan Fischler, you're a born and bred New Yorker, too. What did you think of Mr. Spano's debut?
3 E's. He was engaging, he was emotional, and most of all, John Spano was as enthused as any fan at yesterday's press conference. And when all was said and done, the fans are at the top of his list of priorities. Fans are #1 priority.
And to get the fans back in the building. We have to do something to get them excited again about coming to Islander games, whether it be marketing, whether it be upgrading the talent, anything along those lines to get them back. That in the building are the #1 priorities. They're the same.
I'll be talking to John and to his representatives in the very, very near future to determine the needs of the needs of the Islanders and our mutual objective to upgrade the Nassau County Veterans Memorial Coliseum in order to meet the future needs of the franchise and also to meet the needs of our fans.
That's bribery. There's no question about it. This is graft. But Mr. Gallardo, would you please come up? We'd like you to share this excitement.
Hold yours up here.
It was the first time I've ever had a coach admit graft at a press conference. That shows you there was a lot of lightness there, guys.
And that there's a building that needs to be erected, and hopefully in the pretty near future, too. 18's former coach had quite an honor this week as Al Orber was inducted. Off he can't hold on, but now Green with the intercept. Quick shot wide to the left of Hextall. Coffey, crisp pass to Janssen, cuts and shoots. He scores! Kenny Janssen gives the Islanders a 1-minute. Scoring for the first time since the trade that brought him here. And McInnes comes back and shoots. He scores! Marty McInnes makes it 2-0. Islanders. Four. Out to Svoboda. Doesn't fire. Ninema's got it. His pass picked off by Coffey. And here's Ziggy up the right side working on Svoboda. Quick shot. He scores! Short-handed goal by Zygmunt Coffey. 3-0 Islanders. The point didn't realize Svoboda wasn't there. So here's McInnes. Berard heads to the net. He's there. He shoots. Snow the save. They score on the rebound. Marty McInnes.
Well, after Wayne in Florida decided he was going to go a different route and go public, Gary Bettman got in touch with me and let me be aware of this opportunity. And being from New York, originally born and raised, and still having my home out on the island, Gary felt it would be a wonderful opportunity for me, and I did also. So over time, we got to know Mr. Pickett, and the relationship grew, and I realized there was an opportunity here. But to have the opportunity to come back to New York was a dream. You know, when I was a little kid, I used to come out here and watch Dennis and Bossi and Trottier play, and I mean, it's a dream to me. It hasn't sunk in yet.
As part of the deal, does the team have to stay here on Long Island? Will it stay here on Long Island?
I won't comment on the deal itself. I feel that's not fair until it's done. Personally, it will stay on Long Island. I wouldn't come back here. I do live in Texas, but I'll spend a great deal of time here. I wouldn't do this deal if I had any intentions of moving the team. There's just too much. There's too much history. The market is too strong. The environment is, as you can see over the last few days, has been wonderful. The people have gotten back behind the organization. I've had calls in my office in Dallas, fans telling me what to do. I mean, I had the Save the Islanders Coalition gentleman call me, and I spoke with him, and I'll tell you, it was a wonderful conversation. The fans here are incredible. People have sent fan letters to my office. I mean, I didn't have any of that happen in the two other deals. Hockey is so important out here.
You talked about the building, getting the fans back. There has been a lot of talk, of course, that this is a facility that's beyond its prime. What can you tell us, if anything, about a new facility?
We would have to build a new building. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think that it's only what's fair for the fans, for the players, for everyone going forward. This is one of the oldest buildings in the league. I believe it's the second oldest, only to Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, there's a great deal of history here. We don't want to lose that, but it's past its prime. And that's one thing I do have some control over, is getting that done for the team, and it's absolutely a priority.
Well, the fans who are here in the concourse coming in for tonight's opener have to be happy with what John Spano has said about the future of this club. Let's bring in Howie Rose and Eddie Westfall. And fellas, what do you think about what the new kid had to say?
I think Hanukkah and Christmas are coming early this year, Ed, Mr. Ambassador.
Table for four, anybody?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. I'm excited. I'm excited because it is opening day here at the Nassau Coliseum, the Veterans Memorial Coliseum to be exact. But to hear the news that this might happen, this franchise will have a new life. It'll be vibrant. It'll be exciting. I think it was well, back when they drafted Westfall in '72. But anyway, no.
And is there a message here in his discussion with Todd Bertuzzi?
Well, I hope so, and if there is a message, I hope Todd gets it, because, you know, sometimes I think we're fighting an uphill battle there, but has really come a long way, Todd, and he really is sincerely interested in trying to improve his game. And
the home faithful watched the team grow from humble beginnings.
Westfall shoots, scores!
In a few short years came the first small steps toward respectability, followed by the giant leap towards greatness.
Coming in with Nystrom. Tonelli to Nystrom. He scores! Bob Nystrom scores the goal. The Islanders win.
there were individual achievements. And stirring comebacks, which led to 4 straight Stanley Cups and even greater glory. An intense rivalry developed.
Into the corner, Hanlon takes the save off him. Here's Morrow into the face-off circle. He scores! Kenny Morrow!
And even in those years without a cup, the ability to pull out the unlikely victory lived on. That winning tradition comes home for the 25th season of New York Islanders memories. Randy Wood centers one. Off the glass by McInnes. Rebound clock gets it in front. McInnes a shot and Snell the save. Rebound loose. McInnes another shot. They score! Brian Berard was in there too as they were all whacking away at it. The Islanders take a 1-0 lead.
Well, talk about digging the puck out from behind and the other team's net, Howie.
Dump in. Green, McCarron. He shoots one off of Snow. Rebound score! Derek King, and it's 2-0 Islanders.
You had to get the feeling, Howie, because the Islanders have maintained the tempo that they had in the first period here in the second. They're beating the Philadelphia Flyers to a lot of pucks.
They're back on the ice. Teams at equal strength. Palffy, center, score! McInnes! Bobby McInnes makes it 3. Sent back to Janssen. His shot save made. Rebound, score! And what a beauty they've made. Rebound, loose in front. Palffy, score!
To King.
Brian Berard knocked down by Weinrich. We're into the final minute. Centering feed. Palffy scores! They got Chuck. McCabe a drive. He scores! Rance just gave one up. It cost the Islanders a goal. And they get it back! Sigmund Palffy caught Hackett moving. He for the Islanders. Scooting to the net. Shoots a stick save and a rebound. Smolinski chipping after it. Zoes Anderson. He scores! Nicholas Anderson has tied it at 2.
Shot blocked. Anderson. Into Bertuzzi. Now lets his shot go. Green scores! Travis Green.
That's what they need. They need.
Bertuzzi breaks in. Pulled down. And they score! Unbelievably, Todd Bertuzzi able to roll that by. Fewer, it's a 5-4 game. Under 2 minutes to go. Steele. Here's Palffy breaking in. Scores! We're tied at 5.
Now Wood breaks through the zone.
Following Palffy, and he scores!
Hard.
Now here's Travis Green for the Islanders centering, and McInnes scores! For a program. Armstrong fires, he scores! Here's Webb setting up Cruz, he shoots, he scores! Smith. Huda's drive, he scores, and it might have been tipped by Webb.
You're absolutely.
Palffy, Sweeney's chasing. Palffy moves in, shoots, he scores! Todd Bertuzzi centers Green, he scores!
Time, but that's
He's bottled up, and on comes Lapointe. Claude Lapointe bursting ahead of the field. He dekes, he shoots, he scores! Claude Lapointe puts the Islanders in front. Edgar Malikoff. McInnes on a 2-on-1 with King, who shoots, he scores!
And the guy you
Low to Palffy. Berard to Green, he shoots, he scores!
the bench.
Guicharon has no defense left to change. And from long range, somehow, Claude Lapointe has beaten Dominic Hasek. Lapointe.
That gesture he made. Look at Berard. Hey, hey, hey. We asked about this early in the hockey game. If Berard was tested, now you get your answer. He will go.
Well, the only other time that Brian Berard was in a fight this year, well, he got pumped pretty good there by Barnaby, and Berard's playing with a broken nose, which goes back a couple of games. But Brian Berard went to the defense of Zygmunt Palffy. Remember when Kenny Danico of the Islanders flattened Palffy right after a whistle? Berard went right at Danico. And here, this is in some ways also construed as protecting a teammate, if you will, because Barnaby and LaChance got into it after Barnaby's shot coming after the whistle, and I think he might open up that schnoz again.
Well, he's got a cut on
Boston and Chicago. That's when he hopes to be back. Islanders have a long way to come back here, but they get started as Marty McInnes with a little chip from in front of Brodeur makes it 3-1 New Jersey. Green centers Palffy. Palffy is shot, angle shot, he scores! And did we just see a kiss?
Well, Sigmund Palffy, he's been having the net. All right. Hello. Uh-oh. How far can you go with this, boys? I know closeness is closeness. Well, it means a lot for these Islanders. I guess it means a lot more than I really thought. But anyway, look at this. That had to get a little help. Brodeur saw it deflect, I believe, off his mask into the net. The Islanders will take it. They could have been tied at 3. They're only back by 1 now with their second goal of the second period.
Love means never having to say you flubbed the pass. So it's 3-2 New Jersey. On the line, and his first goal in the last 5 games. And does he ever love it?
I didn't see it.
Quickly to Bertuzzi. He has a step on Ulanov. He's in. He shoots. He scores! 1-0 Islanders.
There's magic in those hands. What a move by Thompson.
And Bertuzzi with a step. In shoots. He scores! Van Beesbrook gambled, and Todd Bertuzzi has scored a goal for the 4th straight game. 1-1 the score, and an injured goaltender.
Todd Bertuzzi with a tremendous move, but Van Beesbrook.
Mullen, also a former Bruin, got his 500th. And here's King on a breakaway. He scores! Trying to center, swept away. Palffy shoots. He scores! And the Islanders have come right back to tie it at 2.
Johnson and
Center defenseman Libor Zabransky down to make room for him. A stuff shot by Cruz, and he scores! And with 2:48 to go, looks like Salo will stay put. Here's Green trying to get it across. Kravchuk got a skate on it. McInnes to King. Final minute, 3rd period. Now to Johnson, who has room. Centers. McCabe scores! 5